Virgos, welcome to your love reading for February 2019. Sorry for the delay. I'm really behind on life. So I'm trying to get out everything I can when I can, okay? This is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My rates, my info, and my email are below. Just send me an email and we can kind of set that up. Other things to mention, my 2019 Sun Moon readings are going up on my playlist, so go check those out. Yes, I'm still putting them up. It just takes a long time to do 144 readings. Also check out your 2018 Sun Moon readings that are on my playlist. Other things to mention, my compatibility readings are on my playlist that I'll be working on throughout the year. I'm on Instant Go if you need a quick answer to a quick question, a reasonable price. I'm also on Facebook and Insta if you would like to follow, or message me on there. I'm leaving 2 Vimeo links below for this month. Usually I leave one, which is usually what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex. But I'm also leaving how to move on, okay? So some people want to move on from somebody and they don't know how. They just can't get over that precipice. So I'm leaving that for you people. Otherwise, guys, let's get to your reading. So, Holy Spirit Angels, can you please show me, Holy Spirit Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, can you please show me previous love energies for Virgo? What were the energies love energies they passed out of prior to February 2019? Love energies prior to. You guys had the 6 of Coins in reversed. What are the love energies that Virgos can expect in February 2019? We had the Queen of Cups in reversed. And then how will Virgos be transitioning out of February and into March in regards to love? Ace of Swords. Okay, so it looks like you guys are going through a little bit of a problematic time, or you were prior to, and you will be going through it in February also. We have the 6 of Coins in reverse, so this represents a relationship where there's lack of reciprocity. Somebody didn't appreciate you, somebody did not respect you. Maybe you were putting more into the relationship than you were getting back. It's an imbalance in a relationship, okay? So basically one person's feeling shitty and the other person's on top. It's funny because for just recently, I know, just bear with me, me and my daughter we always have movie night on Friday night, and we watch Mamma Mia, and that's all ABBA. So she sat me, she's like, oh, please, can we watch it? I mean, she's 10, so I'm like, whatever. And I liked it. I was like, oh, I don't like musicals usually, but I sat down, I watched it, and there was the one song in there, The Winner Takes It All. And if you guys don't know of it, it's a super old song, but you should Google it because it's a really cool song. And I never had really listened to the lyrics or understood the context of it. And I immediately thought of the 6 of Coins in regards to the winner takes it all, the loser standing small. So it's always about the winner getting whatever they want, and the loser is always below the winner. So it's funny that I heard that song prior to actually doing this reading, even though it was Friday, but still. So that's what I feel is going on. Somebody's the winner, somebody's the loser here. I feel like you guys are on the losing end of and of course they can flip-flop, but I do feel like it, and you're just tired of always being on the losing end in regards to this relationship. You move into February 2019, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So these could be your emotions, because the Queen of Cups can not have a handle on her emotions, okay? She's letting emotions make decisions for her. She's making emotional decisions. She doesn't know how to keep things under control. So, I mean, your behavior might be a little bit out of control, and you're letting your emotions get the best of you, or what have you. Now, if it's not you doing this could be the other person. And the other person, if they're behaving like the Queen of Cups, they're manifesting their emotions in a very negative way, and they're using them in negative ways. So they might be using them to manipulate you or get a reaction out of you. They might do something just to be vengeful or vindictive. Sometimes this is somebody you can't shake, and they're really needy, and they just drain the life out of you, okay? If you're dealing with a person like this in February, the number one thing I always say, just for the cups in most of the cups when they're reversed, is don't engage, don't placate, don't give this person a breadcrumb, because you're rewarding bad behavior. It will just continue, okay? The best thing to do is just ignore them, let them figure it out on their own. But like I said, I haven't pulled clarifiers yet, so it's either you or the other person is experiencing negative emotions and being very I'm trying to think of how to say it, demonstrative with the negative emotions, all right? But for the interrupt, guys, hold on, let me straighten that out a little bit. Computer software, it happens, it's a conflict. but it looks like you guys are pushing out of this February going into March, because we have the Ace of Swords as you transition out of February. So it looks like you're making the consciousness. I feel like you guys have this total come to Jesus where you have this mental clarity and you're like, I don't need to be spending my emotions this way, or I don't need this person's emotions affecting me this way. And you have total clarity and you decide you're going to have a totally new direction. You're going to move forward. And you're going to kind of cut whoever is in your past, or cut all the crap that you're going through, and just have a really clean break and kind of move forward in a new direction. You just kind of decided you don't want to hang out in this anymore. It's nothing but negative, and it's time for you guys to move forward. It's time for you guys to triumph over this situation. So you guys might be getting into a new relationship, a new something, whatever it is. It's totally new. Okay, it's a totally new path for you guys as you move into March. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide clarification on the Six of Coins in reverse? Why is the Six of Coins here in reverse for Virgos? Love energies that they passed out of prior to February 2019. Additional messages you have? Yeah, so we had the Tower card here. This situation had to change. It came to a head. It was going to have to change regardless. There was no way of stopping it. Somebody might have been resistant to the change, but it had to fall apart. It wasn't going to be able to continue the way it was. I see the Two of Pentacles here, so somebody was definitely trying to keep it together, trying to hold it together, trying to provide balance in the relationship, seeing if things could work out, maybe you know, struggling to kind of make things work out. But the Two of Pentacles is somebody who doesn't have any room for love, no room for a personal life. Someone wasn't making room for that. Okay, so I feel like one person was and the other person not so much. And then I see with the Four of Cups here, one person in this relationship is just really not into the relationship anymore. They aren't into the other person, and they really don't care. They're kind of apathetic towards it. Nothing about the relationship stimulates them any longer, and in fact they've emotionally checked out, and they're kind of concentrating on these three cups here. They've decided they want that for themselves, not whatever's being offered to them. And the offer could have been, you know, with this Two of Pentacles, you know, let's not let it fall apart. Let's try to work on it. Let's try to find balance. And this person's like, no, I don't think so. I've kind of checked out. I sort of want to move on from this. Which might have pissed off this Queen of Cups here. I'm not sure. So it could be you or the other person. Why is this Queen of Cups here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Queen of Cups in reverse. For Virgos, love energies to expect 2019. Why the Queen of Cups? Personality. Okay, so now we have the Queen of Cups in the upright. Oh, with the Hierophant. Okay, there's somebody here who, they still want this. All right, one of the people in this pairing still wants this. The other person does not. And I'm feeling like the one person is really into the other person, so they still are absolutely devoted. This person is absolutely their world, okay? Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. So somebody is really, really into the other person. The Hierophant and the upright, I feel like one of the people in this pairing is kind of thinking this can still be repaired, or that they thought that this was going to get to a level of commitment, or they're hoping this is going to get to a level of commitment, that there was going to be marriage. Somebody's hoping that the other person's going to do the right thing. So I see someone really hoping that somebody's going to come through in regards to this. For some of you might find out about another woman. I'm seeing the Knight of Swords here. That usually brings the truth in very quickly, and the Queen of Cups to me can symbolize the other woman. And that might be what sets off this Queen of Cups here, finding out about that, and then it's like, oh, hell no, and things just kind of break apart. You know, it doesn't have to be another woman, but she does have feminine energies. So I'm feeling right there, their negative emotions are coming about because they were really into this. They really thought it was going to get to another level. And some kind of truth is exposed here with this Knight of Swords. They're blindsided by it. It comes in all of a sudden. Not a really good truth that kind of came in. It was unexpected. They didn't expect it. Arguments follow as a result. Knight of Swords comes in very swiftly. It comes in with something and just knocks everyone off their feet. So I think that's why this Queen of Cups is kind of reacting like that. They really thought that this was going to go somewhere, or they could fix it, or something was going to come out of it, and then some truth comes to light that disallows this from happening. You or the other person. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Why is the Ace of Swords here for Virgos in regards to how they will transition out of February and move into March? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Ace of Swords here? And of course, I mean, you know, you guys, I don't like to say it all the time because I assume sometimes that some people know. I mean, I know some of your newbies, but these energies can flip-flop, so it's not always necessarily you I'm talking about. I do try to use my intuition to kind of like hone in on if it is you guys, but I'll get comments sometimes saying, no, it wasn't me, it was the other person. Then if it was the other person and that fits to a T, then that's what it was for you. Why is this Ace of Swords here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is Ace of Swords here for Virgos as they transition? Alrighty. Somebody's having a hard time letting go of this. So you decide to move forward. If it is in fact you, like I said, it could flip-flop, and they aren't happy with it. They think that you're treating them unfairly. We have the Justice card in reverse. Justice card in reverse is a card of Libra, if that resonates. But what I'm getting from the Justice card is that they feel like what you have decided with this Ace of Swords and moving on is very unfair to them. They are not happy about it. They feel like your judgment went against them. You came out with a decision that was not in their favor, and they just don't feel like it's fair. They do. They feel like it's really unfair, or you're being unfair to them. You have a history with this person. So we have the Six of Cups, and this is part of the reason why this person is having a hard time letting go of you. Either you are really familiar to them, or they've known you from the past, or this is an ex, this is a childhood sweetheart, this is someone you knew from childhood. You definitely have some sort of history with this person, and you don't want to continue on, and they're not happy about that. They're kind of counting on this history. And I feel like they're way more, their feelings for you go a lot deeper than yours go for them. Again, it can flip-flop. And here they are being very demonstrative again with the Queen of Swords. They're starting to be bitter. They're starting to kick their heels up again, because they kind of think if they act like this, that they'll get a reaction out of you, okay? And that they'll get what they want. So they might be a little demanding, like, I can't believe you're doing this. You're a jerk. You know, anything that they can kind of say. Because sometimes negative attention is attention. So... and that kind of will say to some people, oh, they still care. So if they react to what I'm kind of saying, then they're paying attention to me, therefore I matter. I know it's crazy, but, you know, when you're in your mind and you're at this level, this is sometimes how you think, all right? Some of them are also feeling like it kind of goes back to the Justice card here, that they're unjustly attacked, like, oh, it's so unfair. Why are you doing this to me? You know, and I'm just getting that whole vibe, and they're not reacting to it well. So, like I said, if this is the person and they're reacting like this and they're being overly emotional and they're trying to get a rise out of you, as you know, and as I've said, you don't want to give the rat a pellet. I say that often. It goes back to like a science kind of theory. You know, the rat like pushes on a bar to get the pellet, and then when he's out of pellets, what he does is he just keeps on pushing on it, you know, hoping that if he escalates his behavior, eventually a pellet's going to come out, you know? So, yeah, I mean, for those of you, it's just been something me and my sister have been talking about lately, because one of our sisters has gone bonkers, and we've been using that analogy and not giving her reaction, so that's why I thought of it. So thank you for bearing with me with my little side stories. If this reading resonates, consider personal reading. Send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. Make sure you click on one of the links below for whether you want to see what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex, or this person, because they could show up in that reading, or how to move on from somebody, which is the other link, which could also be this person that you want to move on from. Okay, otherwise I'll see you guys for mid-months. Bye. Adios.